Tambu Mackenzie is 27 and she is dying from a cancerous tumour that is ripping her face apart. She has travelled over 8,000 miles to the UK in the hope of receiving life-saving surgery.
I'm still young. I'm not going to leave a daughter. I'm not going to die because I have a daughter that needs a man. Above all, it has always been the love around me, my husband, my daughter. Even my daughter, she really understands what's going on.
But Tambu's daughter Pearl and husband Paddy are stuck in Cape Town with no permit to travel to the UK.
We just used to be together always, the three of us. And now I had to answer to Pearl as well about what's going on.
Before her daughter was born, Tambu was a model and beauty queen.
The first time I met her, it was at a friend's wedding. When I saw her, I was like, wow. The way she was dancing and all, I was like, she has to be mine, this one. When the cancer arrived, it really changed everything in our lives. Because when you hear about cancer, the first thing you think about is death.
Tambu's condition is so rare and to operate on her so difficult and risky that no surgeon is willing to take it on. That is, except Professor Ian Hutchison, a world-leading expert in facial trauma and chief executive of the charity Saving Faces, known to his colleagues as Prof. Tambu is staying with her family who live in the UK and they'll be there to support her through the treatment.
Hello there, Tambu.
Hello.
Lovely to see you. What did you notice and why did you go and see a doctor?
I thought maybe it was an allergy because it's back in South Africa, most people suffer with sinuses.
Despite operations to remove the tumour in South Africa, it has continued to grow.
Can you see anything out of your right eye?
No.
Nothing at all? I'm just feeling whether the skin moves over the tumour. It may well be that your nose, the bone inside, will have to go, and so we'll replace that with the rib.
This operation is something that I've been waiting for years now, since this started. I've always wanted an operation that's able to take all of it out. This is just the beginning. I don't even feel any butterflies, I don't feel anything. I'm just waiting for that operation, I can't wait.
To plan the procedure, the Prof is using a high-tech combination of 3D printing and CT scanning. A CT scan machine forms a full three-dimensional computer model of a patient's insides. The 3D printer uses this model to build an exact replica of Tambu's skull. This skull shows just how much of her face that the tumour has eaten away. It's sitting very close to two critical areas, her brain and her eye. I think we'll have to do the operation in 3 stages. The first part is to strip her face of the multiple tumours. It's going to take over 8 hours to do this. And the biggest fear is that we could damage the brain and optic nerve, as the big tumour is touching both of these vital organs. Finally, I will rebuild the face using materials from Tambu's own body. A rib will create shape at the front of the face, and a section of skin and muscle from her back will replace the flesh removed with the tumour. The operation will last over 24 hours, and to complete it, the Prof needs a crack team of surgeons, each with a specific role. Neurosurgeon Ian Sabin will be the first to operate on Tambu. He's charged with separating the tumour from the front of her brain.
I'll be happy when it's finished.
If we did damage the main arteries supplying the brain, that can cause the whole half of the brain to die and swell and can cause death.
Ophthalmic surgeon David Verity is going to try to save her eyesight.
This is a young lady who, if we could save her vision, so much the better, but we wouldn't want to do it if it actually reduced her life expectancy.
Consultant maxillofacial surgeon and former student Rishi Bandari will be the Prof's right-hand man.
Myself and Professor Hutchison operate quite closely together regularly, and it's just a bit of a team effort. This operation is very difficult. I mean, there are probably a handful of people in the world that would even consider doing something like this.
The family can only afford this groundbreaking treatment because the Prof and his team are giving their time for free. For her to reach the UK and to cover basic medical costs, friends and family had to raise over £30,000.
I would be so grateful if you guys can help me, help the love of my life to get well.
With just months to live, it was a race against time to get her to the UK. Amazingly, after only 9 days, they raised just enough money to cover medical and transport costs.
I don't want to be left alone with my little angel. And as a father, you need a mother figure there always. So me, I told her, hey, we're in this together. We have this little girl that she is gonna grow up and bury us. We are not going to bury you.
The big problem with it is that there's a 3 to 5% chance that it fails. If it fails 100%. And what that means is that you will probably die. So if it does fail, it's catastrophic.
I believe Professor Hutchinson is my last hope, because at the moment, as we speak, he's the only one that says he's able to do it.